Hello and welcome back to my channel, Nadine's 360 Living. Thank you for stopping by. It's lovely to see you again, and I hope you have been taking care of yourself. You have been finding reasons to smile, to be joyful, to be happy. Now on my channel we like DIY home decor, and today I have popped on to show you two lovely DIYs that I have made. Now what I've got for you is a two-tiered tray made with wooden circles and also wooden beads and a matching riser. So it's a matching little set that I'm making, and I really love it. I think you're gonna like it, and it is definitely, they're definitely two DIYs that absolutely anybody can make. So I really do hope that you like them, and if you decide to give it a go, change it up, make it your own, come up with your own version, please do pop over to my Instagram channel, the Best Me 360, and drop me a photo and let me see what you've come up with. Now I do hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. If you do, please click the subscribe button and also tap the notification bell, which will allow you to be alerted when I upload new content. So without further ado, let's pop right on into our DIYs. Hello again, my lovelies. Now these wooden circles that I'm holding here are what I'm going to use to make my DIY two-tiered tray and a matching riser. As you can see, I've already stuck the feet onto the piece that I will be using to make my riser, and those little items that I'm using for the feet I purchased on Amazon, and they form part of a little nesting doll that I think is usually used for teaching little children. And what I usually do is just take them apart. So these parts are meant to be the little doll people, and the other part that they nest in I use to make feet for other trays. So it's really a good buy and a good idea to use if you plan to make your own tiered trays and your own risers. Now I will also be using wooden beads, and I purchased my 20mm, I think it is, wooden beads from Amazon as well. These wooden circles I did purchase from eBay, and eBay has these wooden pieces in so many different shapes, because coming later on in the coming weeks I will be making a DIY tiered tray again, but I have gotten some square pieces of wood to try a DIY tiered tray, and I've also gotten some oval pieces, so I will be trying different ideas, different types of wooden tiered trays. So I hope you'll stay right along with me and keep checking, tap that notification bell so that you will definitely be alerted and you won't miss any of my uploads, because I've got quite a bit of seasonal home decor coming up in the coming weeks and months, and these tiered trays are so functional. I don't know what I ever did before tiered trays, because they are fantastic, and you can change the decor on your tiered trays for absolutely every season, and they are just really multifunctional pieces of decor, because you can use them if you've got like individually wrapped cakes or stuff like that. You can stack those on. If you want to use it for decor, you can. I know some people, you can line them if they're wooden and you don't want them to get wet or damaged, and you can even pop fruits on. The possibilities are endless. Now, I also purchased my Gorilla Wood glue from Amazon. So I do love a bit of Amazon. I do love a bit of eBay. I do love those two platforms. And here in the UK, we've got The Range. I buy stuff from The Range. We've got Home Bargains. We've got B&M. So there's a lot of options. And as time progresses, these stores are beginning to sell more items that we can use to decorate our tiered trays. And I've even found those like mini items that are perfect to fit on my tiered trays from charity shops. So you can check out your local charity shop if you're here in the UK, or if you're in America. I know America, I hear a lot about the Goodwill and their different thrift stores. So wherever you are, you can definitely hop on to the tiered tray train. Come on and join us. It's absolutely lovely. So I've started sticking my beads round, and for this tiered tray, I have a tiered tray DIY with a 4-tiered tray that I posted. So if you've not seen that yet, do check out my channel and look for my 4-tiered tray DIY. It's absolutely my favorite ever. It's large and it is beautiful. And with that tiered tray, what I did was I sandwiched the beads between 2 wooden rounds. But for this one, I'm just popping the beads on and just leaving it open, and I'm making this lovely set for a lovely sister friend of mine. She's absolutely amazing, and I know she's going to love it. So we're going to just keep sticking these beads round, and the wood glue works so well. It's a permanent bond. If you accidentally drop your tiered tray, the beads will not come off, and it really holds up really well. The wood glue works really well if you want to paint your tiered tray. The paint adheres to it really well. So it's really a brilliant medium, a brilliant adhesive to use for making these wooden tiered trays. What I'm doing here is I'm using a mixture of Gorilla Wood glue and my hot glue gun to attach my beads to my wooden rounds. Now, since filming this video, I've found that it's quite a bit tricky mixing the wood glue with the hot glue, and sometimes you get globs and it's hard for it to attach properly. And the hot glue, acts almost like a spacer. It doesn't allow the bead to sit directly on top of your wood round. So what I now do is I simply put my wood glue on and I leave it for a little while, and it gets tacky enough so that when I place the beads on, when I put them in place, it holds them in place well enough for me to continue going right around the circle and get everything attached. And the wood glue works absolutely perfectly well. Now, as I said before, it is up to personal preference. So some people on YouTube, I've watched lots of tiered tray DIY videos, and some people use E6000. Some people just use hot glue. Some people use the Gorilla hot glue sticks, but for me, I've found that the Gorilla wood glue, especially when you're dealing with wooden items, works best. I have made tiered trays using like metal pans, and you'll see that video coming up soon. And with that one, what I used is the Gorilla glue, but I used the clear Gorilla glue. So I really do like the Gorilla Glue products, because I found it's difficult to get the E6000 here where we are in the UK. They do have it, but it's not as readily available as the Gorilla Glue products. Now, I don't know about you, but when I made my first few tiered trays and risers using these wooden beads, I kept getting muddled. What I mean by that is, like for this one, I'm not placing a wood round on top of the wooden beads to sandwich them, as I call it, in between two wood rounds. And what kept happening to me is, when I was not putting a top on, I would mistakenly turn the wooden beads with the hole pointing upright, which I guess isn't a real problem, but to me it looks it's less pleasing on the eye seeing the wooden holes upright. So for this one, thank goodness, I remembered to turn the holes that are in these wooden little circles, because they are beads. You can string them together to make your bead garlands to decorate your wooden trays. But this time I remembered to turn the holes facing the side, so to me that looks more aesthetically pleasing. I'm sure there are people out there who enjoy seeing them turned the other way. So that again is down to personal preference, but I really do love the look of these beautiful wooden beads round the edges of tiered trays, whether the shape is a circle, square, rectangle, whatever it is. I think maybe for Christmas I shall try to do one with in the shape of like a Christmas tree. I think that might be really pretty. That's an idea for Christmas. So I am adding absolutely lashings of glue, which is so much more than I actually need. But I'm assured of one thing, that this tiered tray will not accidentally break. These beads will not accidentally fall off. So that is one surefire way. This is one surefire way to make sure that your wooden beads stay on and your tiered tray lasts for season after season, year after year. So I've now finished the top tier of my tiered tray, and I've popped that aside, and I am now jumping across to attach the wooden beads around the edge of
what will be my matching riser, and I'm just going to pretty much repeat what I've just done, and I'm going to use my Gorilla Wood glue to stick all of the beads around the edge of this pretty little wooden round. I have tried making different designs of tiered trays. I know I made my first ever tiered trays that I made were made using the wooden frames from mini canvases, painting canvases, and I've also tried using the pie pans, like the really shallow baking pans. I've tried a few different types of tiered trays, but these wooden tiered trays and risers using these wooden shapes and the wooden beads are a firm favorite. They are by far my favorite design and style of tiered tray and wooden riser. You know, what have you found is your favorite? Because I've come across tiered trays in so many different styles. You know, there are metal tiered trays, there are wooden, they're plastic. The possibilities are endless. What's your favorite type or style of tiered tray? I have just about finished attaching these lovely wooden beads to my little riser, and I just know that you are going to absolutely love the finished product of this lovely little riser and the matching tiered tray, because my brilliant husband has so graciously agreed to spray paint these two items for me. When they're all dried and everything is fully cured and it's attached properly, I won't tell you what color he will be spray painting these two lovely pieces. You'll have to wait till the end of the video, but I do believe that you will absolutely love it. I'm now just moving all of my finished pieces out of the way, and I am getting started on what will be the base of my tiered tray. And it's a large wooden round, and I am going to use my trusty Gorilla wood glue, and I will attach my wooden beads round the edge of my wooden circle. So remember, I said every second that the wood glue is left in the air on your DIY piece, it begins to get tackier and tackier. And so as I'm placing these wooden beads on, it's holding them in place. They're not falling over, they're not moving, they're remaining right where I put them. And that is one of the reasons why I love Gorilla glue, but especially Gorilla wood glue. Is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to continue, and I'm going to stick all of my beautiful wooden beads round and round my wooden circle, and I am going to get on with completing what will be the base tier for my wooden two-tiered beaded tray. As we are coming to the end of my DIY two-tiered tray and matching riser, thank you so much for choosing to hang out with me here at Nadine's 360 Living. I really do appreciate you coming along and hanging out with me while I enjoy crafting. Now keep smiling, keep choosing joy. If you fancy, click the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. And have you got any special plans for spring, which is just about at an end, and summer DIYs? Have you got any ideas for seasonal decor? Will you be decorating for summer? Will you be decorating for the Queen's Jubilee that's coming up over the summer period? What fabulous plans have you got for the summer period? Are you planning a staycation, having lots of fun at home with your family? Or are you planning a brilliant holiday away? Drop me a comment in the comment section below and do let me know what you are planning for your summer. Now I am going to continue just finishing up putting my last few beads on, and then at the very end of this video you will get a chance to see what the end result looks like. I do hope that you really love it, and I also hope that you give it a go. You can either, do my idea, or you can come up with your own idea and your own special version to make a really lovely piece that is really fun to make, and just get some additional pieces for your seasonal home decor. Thank you so much. So I finished attaching all of my wooden beads, and the final step I did off camera. My wonderful husband, he cut the two ends off a wooden rolling pin that I purchased from Poundland, and I used that to form the pillar that holds my two tiers together to make my two-tiered tree. Thank you so much for watching once again. Keep smiling, keep choosing joy, and remember, you are absolutely precious and absolutely brilliant. Take care. God bless you. Bye.